Core state standards have been adopted verbatim by 24 states and the District of Columbia, adopted with modifications by 18 states, adopted but then withdrawn by 3 states, partially adopted by 1 state, and not adopted at all by 4. The states that have adopted the Common Core state standards verbatim are Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Tennessee, Vermont, Washington, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and the District of Columbia. The states that have adopted the Common Core state standards with modifications are Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Kansas, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, Utah, and West Virginia. The states that initially adopted the Common Core state standards but then withdrew from them are Indiana, which repealed with a measure that was pushed by Republicans, Oklahoma, in which 70% of the schools had already started to switch to the Common Core state standards when the legislature decided to withdraw, and South Carolina, where a law signed in May of 2014 says that the Common Core state standards must be replaced by new standards by August of 2015. The implementation that is already occurring of the Common Core state standards will continue throughout this year, and then they'll switch over to new standards for the next school year. The state that partially adopted the Common Core state standards is Minnesota. They only adopted the English language arts standards. The states that did not adopt the Common Core state standards at all are Alaska, which created new standards in 2012 that are actually very similar to the Common Core state standards and found to be equally rigorous. Nebraska, which has a state law saying that any educational standards must be developed by Nebraska educators. Nebraska standards were recently revised in 2013 and are actually revised every 5 years by Nebraska educators. Texas, according to the statement issued, Texas didn't want to waste tax dollars on unproven standards. There were also references in this statement to, quote, state sovereignty and unwanted federal intrusion. And Virginia. The Virginia Board of Education has issued a statement saying that they are dedicated to the Virginia Standards of Learning, also called the SOL, and that they feel that the Virginia standards are very similar in scope and sequence to the Common Core state standards, rendering any shift unnecessary. The states that have not adopted the Common Core state standards are held to the No Child Left Behind mandates, whereas the states that have adopted Common Core state standards receive waivers from the No Child Left Behind mandates. Also, the states that adopt the Common Core state standards are eligible for grants and federal monies through the Race to the Top initiative. Well, thanks for joining me for Whatever Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow for Thankful Thursday. Bye!